Okay, good evening, folks. Welcome back. So yeah, we just finished our stream regarding the Sherlock Holmes game a while ago, and now we're in our scheduled stream, the Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. So yep, we're gonna make more poems with the nee-chans, right? With the Literature Club nee-chans, with the senpais and kohais and whatnot. So this is something that's cool about Plus here. There's this. Yeah, this is something I only noticed when I quit the game last time. When I quit to the yeah when I quit the game, it placed me in this. I think this is how they were able to port it over to consoles like the Switch, PS4, Xbox. Due to this, because yeah, of course I've seen the old version, right, and it required you to do some stuff with the file. So by doing this, yeah, it sort of allowed it. See, look, it immediately opens to the files, right? We have mail as well, which is cool. Yeah, settings, music volume. Interesting. Data collected 19%. Okay, that's cool. There's a lot of languages. Of course, there's our favorite Nihongo. English, please. Okay. We Gucci with that one. And then it also has like a music player. Look at this. So cool. It has that one too. Cool. It's cool. It's cool. You can make your own playlist. That's nice. That's nice. I like it. And there's also side stories. We'll go through these once. Yeah. Once we finish the game. Once. Yeah, we'll go through these stuff once we finish the main story. So let's start the game. Well, technically the game has already started, right? And yeah, there you go. Here we are. That's how it goes. And we can continue playing with the settings here, which is cool. Load game. Where were we? The newest one, right? 22. I think we ended 24 here. Autosave? Oh, here. 23. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through text you've already read. Who should I show my poem to first? Let's show it to Monica. Hi, Seth. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It will also make me happy to see. Ahaha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. Yeah, we were aiming for Sayori for this one. I remember that one. And we actually hit it on the nail, hit the nail on the head, right? You two are like the dynamic duo. Haha. That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone, but Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. Wait, the sound is a wee bit too loud. Okay, I just lowered it. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not like unapproachable or anything, am I? Yeah, there's just no choices. I don't know, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. No, don't worry. I got what you're saying. Well, alright. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. Awesome. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather, lost adrift the sky, victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search. I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow. I fall. And I fall, and fall, and fall even more. Gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and the forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Yeah, that's something, huh? Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? No, we can write about fun stuff too, you know, like an amazing game, the critically acclaimed game. Yeah. Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. We can actually, as humans, we can see 4 dimensions. You know, there's time. There's place, which is 3 dimensions basically. You can see 3D, and 4th, which is time. 4th dimension. I don't know if we're not really 2-dimensional creatures, my dude. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean 1-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, but you know, the characters in this game, they are 2-dimensional, right? Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, or okay, or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it, and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And my phone rings exactly after. It's legit. Anyway, I kind of understood what she said there, but what I did was, I wrote fan fiction, and I'm still in the process of writing one. It's just harder to write it now because there's a lot. My game backlog is really huge, so yeah, there's that, and there's also my job. So and streaming is fun. I'm still basically a creator, right? And you gotta accept all criticism, positive, negative. Negative criticism is still engagement. That's what I learned from YouTube. Also from fanfiction.net, I think. Yeah, that's where I wrote my fanfiction. If you guys find my fanfic there, props to you. You guys can talk about it on chat, that's fine with me. If you guys find it, that's the thing. Sayori. This is your best one so far. It's really nice, Seth. Thanks. Sayori, you've been a little quiet today. Is everything alright? Of course. Everything is fine. Maybe I'm just a little tired today. Do you want a nap or something? No, that's silly. Don't worry about me, okay? I only want to see smiles on your face. Well, alright. Hey, Seth. I'm still a little surprised. I really thought that you would try writing your poems like the way Yuri does. Or even Natsuki. But in the end... Yeah? I guess you're the one who likes this one the most. Why? Wait, sorry. Why? 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 You don't want to get closer with everyone else? Wait. Of course I do. But that doesn't mean I need to try so hard to impress them. I still understand you the most, Sayori. I know you have to sometimes put up with me. And I have to sometimes put up with you. But we have a wavelength or something. Whoa. Our main character, Seth, here is really putting it on thick. And this is how the poem came out. Sometimes it feels like you're the only exciting thing in my life. So sometimes it's just easier to write when thinking about you. Sayori? No. Seth, I don't deserve this. You're too nice to me. Why are you doing this? Sayori has trouble keeping her voice steady. All of a sudden, if you had fun with everyone else instead, this will be so much easier. Sayori? I glance around the room to make sure nobody has noticed this. Sayori, I've probably never said this before, but I don't understand what you're feeling right now. Tell me what will cheer you up. Sayori shakes her head. She sniffles and keeps shaking her head. Finally, she gathers herself and puts on a smile. It's nothing, Seth. It's just a little rain cloud. I'm sorry you had to see that. I promise it won't happen again. Just smiles from everyone, okay? That's all that matters. Go play with everyone else. I'm gonna go home a little bit early today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Who should I show my poem to next? Wait, she already left? So there's only like what? A few of us left? There's what, 3? Oh wait, there's me, Yuri, Natsuki, Monica. Oh yeah, there's 4 of us left. I can't believe I counted myself out of that, but that's fine. This one's alright. Alright? Well yeah, it doesn't blow me away, but there's nothing I really hate about it. It's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. Yeah, you think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. Ooh, Natsuki's laying it on thick here for a main character who I've named after myself. But there's that. That was a little unnecessary, exactly. But think of it this way, if it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here. Oh yeah, we didn't see Sayori's poem. Okay. I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to. Oh yeah, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go to. There you go, that's how you read it. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. Whoa, it rhymes! The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought that had left you long ago. Oh, it's like that nostalgic feeling when you're exactly at the beach. You see the sun, going up or going down. Yeah, I get it. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams, and hold my hand. I like this. She actually thought about this one. Wash your insecurities in the salty sea, and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail, set you free in my windy sail, and remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Oh, this one's a romance thing. I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way that you thought had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own escape, you'll learn to love yourself again. Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Yeah, Natsuki gets it. Besides, the beach is awesome. Personally, I don't like the beach. It's scary, especially when there's jellyfish. You don't know, or you don't know what you're stepping on. Or there's a certain time in the beach I remember making a sandcastle, and then these stuff came from within the sand. And I got grossed out by that, I guess. I think they were, what do you call it, the sandworm or something, whatever you call them. Those little worms that pop up, but then when you go near them, they just hide deeper or something. It was gross. It was scary. Okay, as a kid. Kind of hard to write anything negative about the beach. I just had something negative about it, or somewhat negative. I don't know. It just came that let's see. Back then I had a blonde wig. That's why I went with the blonde hair thing. I had a blonde wig. I don't know where it is now, but I used to have it. Or was it my brother's? I don't know. I just borrowed it, and it sort of fit with a look I was wearing to go to a job interview back then. I just took a picture. I don't know why. It just fit. That's why. And I was like, making a VTuber thing. It'll kind of be boring if I use my normal hair color, which is, I think, dark brown. I just gonna, just to make it more fun, I guess. I use hey, why don't I use that? I just came to my head. Why don't I use that color that I had back then? And here it is. It's actually not really blonde if we look at it. It's more of like an orangey. I was aiming for an orangey yellow thing, but I couldn't get it right. I couldn't get the hair color right of the this thing. So I was like, I think yellow's fine and good enough. But I'm planning to have this remade. I'm planning to have a better one made soonish, by maybe December or even, I don't know, next year. But yeah, I have plans to get this thing remade, so there's that. So let's continue with the game. So you decided to write about the beach first and then came up with the message later? Yeah, well... yeah, sure. You can ask them live if yes, it's cool. It's only because of what happened yesterday. I mean, after Yuri and I realized we kind of wrote about the same thing. Just feel free to post your question in the chat. I'll be able to read it. Don't worry about it. I'll answer when I'm between the dialogue. She wanted to pick a topic and have us both write about it or whatever. You can really see her doing that too. Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Oh, Natsuki's feeling, what do you call it? Not jealous, like, inadequate, I guess, when compared to Yuri. Well, it's not like I care. I just did it anyway. Oh, that's why she wrote this better poem. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. I sort of understand, she's like imposing herself on what she was describing, the beach, which is where everyone has nostalgic and good feelings and positive stuff about. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while. Yeah, there's totally nothing wrong with that. At the very least, it was good practice. And she's right about that one. Who should I show my poem to? There's only one person. I see. I think you're improving at writing in general, Seth. But I can't help but feel a little bit foolish. Eh? What for? I feel like I kept trying to offer advice when it should have been clear to me that you prefer a different writing style. Yeah, we were using Sayori's. I probably just sounded arrogant. I'm so stupid. Yuri, that's a little... No, you don't understand. I spent so much time worrying about what's better and what's worse. Not just with you, with Natsuki and Sayori. It's obvious now why nobody has fun when talking to me. And because of that, I'll just keep my mouth shut about your poem. What? Yuri buries her head into her arms on her desk. Wait a minute, she's... Why? Why won't she, review her poem? Oh, she's feeling embarrassed about it, I guess. I mean, based on that, yeah, that's kind of cute. Moe. That's not the first time I've seen her do that. I don't think it's ever as bad as you make it sound in your head. I think if people really didn't like talking to you, then it will be a lot more obvious. Yeah, you'll just know. I know that you like to read deeply into things, but some things are just worth taking at face value. I've gotten so used to it that it's hard for me to comprehend any other possibility. Gotten used to what? Reading deeply into things? Being disliked. Ooh. Yuri, what am I saying? I'm sorry. I never meant to bring this up. Yuri turns away from me. You should go. Eh? Please. Please don't look at me right now. I want to do some thinking. Are you sure? Yuri nods. Alright. I leave Yuri be. Comforting or reassuring her is nearly impossible as it is. So when she wants to be alone, I think anything I say could only make things worse. I feel bad, but thankfully she doesn't take it out on me. I'll wait until she's feeling a little bit better. Yeah. Okay, you three. We're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me? Or did you say something strange just now? Wait, what? She did? Wait. History. 3. Is that what she said? But Sayori did leave. Eh? Something did sound a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from usual catchphrase when addressing club. Wait, what? She did? Okay, you three. Is that it? Is that what she said different? I don't get it. You don't know Monica enough to know what she usually sounds like. A catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase, yeah. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. In your books, maybe. Look, the only thing different is that Sayori isn't here. Yeah, that's right. Ah, it seems you're right. Sayori always helps lighten the mood a little bit, doesn't she? It's almost like everyone's balance is thrown off a little when she's not around. What made me decide to become a VTuber? Well, there's this certain legendary dragon, and I started watching it. I used to be a normal YouTuber, the full face thing. And then I kind of liked the streams, and then I was like, hey, why don't I try it out too? And then here we are. and currently it's kind of fun, designing, getting your character made. Like, the suit I'm currently wearing, I was like, how do I get a suit put on this Vroid model? Yeah, that's the one I was using. And then I ended up going on Pixiv and buying clothes for this model. So yeah, it just went to that, and I was like, it's pretty fun. And yeah. And then also when I'm I think when the voice chat with friends are Discord, and then sometimes we like open the webcam, I was like, hey, I'll try being opening, like, there are pre-made models, right? And I just use those. It was just fun anyway. Yeah, it all started from there. Like it escalated, and here we are. Yeah, let's continue with our game. Where the heck did she run off to anyway? What the heck, my phone? I'm getting spam. Let me just mute my phone. There we are. I thought she just went to pee. No, she left. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Oh, wait. There. She actually wasn't feeling too well and went home early. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all the times to not go home with her, you pick the time she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. Oh no! This main character doesn't make sense, I guess in the first parts, he was kinda like, need to go all, find a girlfriend and everything, this main character. And then now he's like, he's being our typical dense protagonist. What the heck? And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Oh, that curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Yeah, this one's kind of different. Still Momo. That's kind of cute. That expression on Yuri. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyway, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes. But we might need a lot of them in different flavors. Can you handle that all by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. And as for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can... Guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? Oh no! I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? Now, Natsuki spouting too? Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell things are even harder on you when she's not around. That may be the case, but if I can't also be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have beautiful handwriting, you know? So you should make some banners and decorations to help set the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that, I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares at her desk in focus and starts nodding to herself. Her mind is already racing. I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyway, that just leaves you, Seth. The one who is truly useless. Yeah, we are. Don't say that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have some pretty heavy tasks to handle. It will probably go a long way to give one of them a hand. You could always help me out as well. I would be really appreciative of that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help. Well, even if you don't know how to bake, there's always some dirty work I could give to you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice and you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyway. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses after that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you would like to handle the baking on your own. Seth may not like to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Oh, hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyway? Sounds more like you're just making excuses for Seth too. What are you saying? It'll be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Seth to decide how he'd like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten the chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? So I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. I was just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Seth, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Very well. In that case, everyone looks straight at me. But of course, I'm going with, let's say here, this is, I think, a very impossible choice. We need to think about Sayori. I mean, if it's going to be anyone, then I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors and... But Monica said that Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us that much? No. Sorry, I didn't mean for this to be difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Okay, Monica. Well, I guess I should probably be helping Monica. Yay, you picked me. Hold on 1 second. Yeah. Monica, you're the one who needs the least help out of all of us. But... I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but you already have Sayori as well. But Seth was the one who... that doesn't matter. You were the one who scared him into picking you in the first place. You're the club president, Monica. You're supposed to make responsible decisions for the club. Monica, you shouldn't let any ulterior motives interfere with this decision. They're the ones interfering with it. Ulterior motives? What are you saying, Yuri? In fact, it sounds like you guys are the ones with the ulterior motives. Excuse me? Otherwise, this wouldn't have been made into such a big deal in the first place. That's completely false, Monica. Yeah, we have a lot of work to do, you know. We won't do as good a job if you make us work alone. Maybe that's true. Think of the club, Monica. If you want our event to succeed, then we need to appropriately distribute our resources. So are you going to do the right thing, President? Okay. She got called El Presidente there. I get it. It's technically most logical for Seth to help one of you two. So, I guess that's what we'll do. Do you have a preference, Seth? We'll go with anime. Well, baking sounds like it could be fun. And you guys made it sound like a lot of work, so it could probably use 2 people. Don't worry, baking is a ton of fun. You'll definitely agree. Yeah, we're gonna get cupcakes, probably. I mean, that's what got us into this in the first place, cupcakes. Just a minute ago, you were saying that. That's because... Never mind, okay? Well, anyway... You'll be fine by yourself, right, Yuri? Of course. I'm used to it after all. That's good. Even though Yuri is being melodramatic, it's a little hard to not feel bad. So that's everything, right? Anything else we need to talk about? No, I think that's it. Are you guys excited? Yes. Everything except the performance is gonna be awesome. I don't think that really counts. What about you, Seth? Let me just fix my webcam there. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. I can still move, right? Yeah, there we can move. Me? I guess you could say I'm interested in to see how it will turn out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Yuri? Yuri? She's still sulking. Natsuki starts spouting too. It's not that big of a deal or anything. Well, it might not be just that. Huh? I think that Yuri might just be feeling a little underappreciated in general. Having to come up with something for her to do and then nobody offering to help, that doesn't mean... Natsuki glances back and forth between everyone with a worried expression. Look, Natsuki goes over and puts her hands down on Yuri's shoulders. Yuri, you really are the most talented one here. And you're going to help make the event a lot more fun and welcoming. I mean, the cupcakes will probably help a lot too. Yeah, it's all about the food actually. But they're gonna make the atmosphere special. Yeah, to make it a literature event, we will need Yuri's help for that one. That'll be really important for the way that people feel during the performances. So, you need to stop being dumb and give yourself a little more credit. Natsuki releases her hands and turns around to face the other direction. You didn't really mean that, did you? Not really, but... Yuri isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Natsuki's words. Natsuki, of all people, to be saying such encouraging things. But I begin to understand. Natsuki was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it didn't work perfectly, I can tell that she tried to say something Sayori would say at a time like this. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. I'm sorry for being dumb. I'm going to do my best. And all of us are going to make it a really great event. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Nice. Okay, but I'm staying here a bit longer. I barely got to do any reading today, so... Fair enough, there's nothing wrong with that. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Yuri out the door as they chat between each other. Where are you going? We still need to figure out our plans for this weekend. You literally would have gotten home and realized that you didn't even have a way to contact me. Oh, that's true. I have no idea how that slipped my mind. Jeez, good thing I stopped you. What, don't we have internet, Facebook, Discord, whatever? I'm giving you my number, okay? If this is Japan, then they have Line or something. You better not make it weird or anything. Why would I do that? Natsuki gives me her number. Okay. I'm coming over on Sunday. I'll bring all the ingredients. Wait, my house? Wait, you're coming to my house? No, look, Natsuki's house is probably more equipped than mine, so we should go to her house instead. Well, yeah. What's wrong with that? I mean, I just figured that since I'm the one helping, I would be going to your house. Yeah, right. Like I could have a guy over at my house. My dad would kill me. Really? That's kind of strict if you ask me. Yeah, how do you think I feel? Can't do anything when my dad is home. Anyway, I just needed to complain for a second. I gotta turn it around, you know. You should think of, you can do a lot more things if your dad is around, because, you know, you just need to know how to work. You know, compromise. You gotta be political about it and be clever about it. We have each other's numbers now. That's all I needed from you. I guess I'll text you when I'm coming over. Alright, fine by me. Yeah, I'm really gonna show you why I love baking so much. So you'd better look forward to it. Oh? Didn't you say you were just going to give me the dirty work? Well, I was just saying that. It's not like I could act like in front of everyone. That I was looking forward to this. So she's basically our tsundere. She can't act soon in front of everyone. She can't act there in front of everyone. Okay, got it. Wait, really? Well, kind of. Just because I never got to bake with someone else before. That's all it is, so... Alright, I get it. Sorry for overreacting. Anyway, I'll be heading out now. See you on Sunday. Never mind. I can't believe this. Natsuki is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would have preferred to do this with Sayori. My anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I've gotten pretty used to handling her at this point. But who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. Nice. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. Besides, like Monica said, this is about the club. I have nothing to worry about. Yeah, exactly, just do your job, dude. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. It's already Sunday. Wow, that time skip. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Natsuki's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. I wonder if she'll act any different when it's just the two of us. Excuse me. Let me just drink some water. Wow, this water's just been on my desk for like since yesterday, and it's still cold, like ice cold. What the heck? That's one well-made container. Oh, it's insulated. Meanwhile, she's been texting me a lot. We sent each other one after exchanging numbers to double check, but it turned into a conversation. What? Texts? People still do that? Okay, I do that. It's fine. She's almost a different personality on the phone, using tons of emoji and cute language. She also really likes complaining about things, but I kind of saw that one coming. Yeah, she's already complaining about things in real life. But putting Natsuki aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. Is this the famous scene? This game? This is it, right? The famous scene? It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. But I've been worried about her in the back of my mind, between what Sayori said and what Monica said. Is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decide to visit Sayori before Natsuki comes over. This is it, right? Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. This is it. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we were family. This is it, right? The scene? The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom where I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Seth. I sit down in a room. Oh, I guess it's not that scene yet. It'll take a while. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognize the stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. Hehehe. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? I gotta get that voice, guys. Aren't you supposed to see Natsuki today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know about that? Sayori had already left by the time we decided the last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? That's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course. I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Natsuki then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Seth. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings... That's not weak. Express your feelings always. Express yourself. That's basically it. You gotta express yourself all the time. You know? It lessens the stress on yourself too. If I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. Don't be like that, Sayori. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. No. No. Sayori. I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. She has good stuffed toys at the back. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Seth. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Okay, seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Seth? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had really bad depression my whole life. Oh, okay. I know, I have several friends who have this. I mean, they're pretty cool to be around. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Yeah, they have also similar things, like sometimes they're late in class or something, but there are also exceptions, like those who always on time or something. I guess it depends. It depends. Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. Yeah, I've seen these excuses back then too. Like, yeah, I kind of get it, Sayori. I understand. It's like legit excuse. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? No, don't be like that, Sayori. That's like in Madoka, that's what we call the depression spiral. Basically, Sayori needs someone there to help her out. She needs help. Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like, and that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. That's right. even if there's only so much that I could do. I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little bit better for you. Ho ho, main character words right there. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. Exactly. You don't understand at all, Seth. Yeah, exactly, don't understand. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. Oh man, I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. Ooh. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear going through my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Oh no, Sayori. No. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. Hahaha. You're right about that. You're right that I don't understand exactly. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. Yeah, it's hard to understand another person. You can't, it's literally impossible to tell what another person is telling unless you are that person. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting. I guess it might be possible they tell you exactly what they are thinking and they're very honest about it. Like, super honest. That's what I'll do. No, Seth. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped us if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. No, we joined for the cupcakes. Don't get ahead of yourself, Sayori. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. Oh no, I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments. Don't. Because I deserve every last one. No, you don't. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. Oh, main character words right here. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. Oh, main character words right there. This is the Sayori route. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Please, never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Whoa, our main character here. Legit. Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No. Wait, doesn't she have parents there to help her out at least? Don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. Hugs help. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. Success. I don't know anything. If it's all really scary, I don't understand any of my feelings. Oh no. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But Nemo, your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Okay. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is... was my head leaning like this? The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I will. You should. Of all days, it has to be the one where I have other plans. Bro! You should. Just cancel the other plans. Your friend it needs your help. Then you help them out. Bro, this main character. Maybe I should cancel. Yeah, you should. No, don't. Why say that in front of the... Dude. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Natsuki to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It'll be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that will be very good for me today. You understand, right? Uh, it's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. On the way home, I find myself still feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Natsuki is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much, and we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I shall just focus on what's ahead of me. Nice. I spend only a few minutes back at home, anxiously awaiting Natsuki's arrival. Before I know it, she texts me to let me know she's outside the front door. Without delay, I open the front door to let her in. So, hey, look, casual clothes. I don't know what I was expecting, but seeing Natsuki in something other than her school uniform totally threw me off. Seeing her in such cute clothes make the uniform seem totally unfitting in comparison. Jeez, don't make it feel so awkward already. It's gonna be a long afternoon, so don't be weird just because you're not used to seeing me outside of school. Anyway, I'm coming in. She commandeers to her kitchen. I see you brought a lot of stuff. Natsuki is carrying a large bag that is probably full of baking supplies. Well, I didn't want to come all this way to find out that your kitchen isn't equipped for the job. Exactly why we should have done it at your house. You bought everything I asked you to, right? Yeah, I did. Yesterday, Natsuki asked me to buy a bunch of ingredients if I didn't already have them at home. Good. Glad I could count on you to do your part. Well, of course. I'm surprised to hear Natsuki suddenly say that, rather than something snarky like she usually does. Could it be that she's a little different from outside of school after all? Yeah, she is. Anyway, let's go to the kitchen. You're not even gonna offer to take this heavy bag for me? Where's your hospitality, Seth? Omotenashi, my friend. Come on. Since when did I need to be a gentleman? I grab the bag Natsuki holds out to me. This is ridiculously heavy. Weak. I carried that all the way here. Are you impressed? Yes. I see now. Yeah, I am impressed, Natsuki, and our main character is weak. It seems like I always underestimate you. It's because I'm so small, isn't it? Small but full of power, you jerk. Exactly. Natsuki hits a fist into my chest. Hey, your size has nothing to do with it. Do you really hate being small that much? Eh? It's not like I hate it. I mean, sometimes I like proving people wrong when they only think I'm worth my size. It's fun when I get to be small, but also better than other people. Haha! But, geez, never mind. What are you making me say? Yeah, what are we making her say? Don't think you can make me talk about weird things just because we're not at school. Are we getting started or what? There's a lot of stuff I gotta teach you. What? That's a little bit more like you. You're more fun when you just speak your mind like that. Hey! Now you aren't treating me like a kid. I'm just trying to be a little nicer, you know? And just because I don't have a mature and sexy figure like Yuri doesn't mean you should treat me like... Natsuki catches her words and her face turns red. Natsuki, forget it. I didn't say anything. I should apologize. Eh? I appreciate that you were trying to be nicer. Let me just drink water. Dry throat here. I should have been a little more considerate too. Yeah. But also, if that's what you're thinking, then you should know that there are tons of guys who are into body types like yours. Our main character here, what a Chad. How would you know that anyway? Just trust me on this one. Gross. Hey! What was that to me? Was that to me? Who else? Man, let's just get started already. You get all sour when a girl calls you gross. I finally found your weakness, huh? Natsuki smiles deviously. Please spare me. Well, if Natsuki decides to dish out more insults like that, there's no way I'm not fighting back. But she's satisfied enough for now, finally starting to pull things out of her bag so we can get started. Before long, the whole kitchen is a mess. Spoons, dirty bowls, flour, spilled fluid, and plastic bags shifting through the wind. Sifting like a plastic bag. They're strewn about every countertop. The mixer isn't big enough to make all the batter at once, so we've had to do it several times. Meanwhile, Natsuki is babysitting all of my movements to make sure I don't mess up her precious baking. Seth, where do you put the food coloring? The batter's going in the oven soon, so I need to fill the trays. I think it's still in the bag next to the table. What are you using it for? To color the batter, of course. I'm making each tray a different color. That way, even if the flavors aren't different, everyone can still pick their favorite. Ah, that's a cute idea. Are we doing anything like that with the icing? Do you want to? You're asking me? Excuse me. I don't really have a preference, so... Come on! You're not putting any heart into this at all. Can't you at least try to have fun? I'm having fun. I'm not really sure what Natsuki's trying to get out of me. Meanwhile, I see her separate the batter into smaller bowls and put a few drops of food coloring into each. Ah, that does look pretty cool. See? It's not like baking is just about following instructions. The presentation is where you get to be creative and have the most fun. It's a million times more worth it in the end if just looking at it makes everyone's eyes lighten up. Like the ones we made on my first day, huh? I recall Natsuki proudly presenting her cat-shaped cupcakes and Sayori and Monika's delighted expressions. I wonder if I can make Natsuki proud like that too. My voice cracked there? Yeah. Maybe I will use the food coloring then. Sounds like you're starting to understand. Just make sure you completely finish mixing the ice before you mess with the food coloring. Yeah, it's getting there. You were using the electric mixer for the batter. So I got stuck with a whisk and a huge bowl for the icing. Eh? The icing's still all lumpy. Are you even trying? Well, yeah. It'll just take a little longer. Jeez, I'll be here all night if you do it like that. Here, look. Natsuki grabs the whisk from me and uses her other hand to tilt the bowl back. But that's like pro stuff. You really need to beat the crap out of it. After a few seconds, the consistency of the icing has already improved. See? As if to emphasize, Natsuki sticks a finger in the icing and pops it in her mouth. I reluctantly start to do the same. Hey! Natsuki suddenly grabs my wrist. I don't want your gross fingers in my icing. Ew, why did we do that in the first place? Why? That's food safety hazard. Food safety hazard. It's food safety hazard. Why do we do that? Why do we do that? Why? Ew. Your icing, eh? Are you forgetting who did all the work? I start to fight back, trying to inch my finger toward the bowl. Bruh. Don't make me beat the crap out of you next. I'd like to see you try. I push harder, just enough for my finger to reach the icing. I triumphantly scoop some with my finger, just as Natsuki tugs me with all her might. The force of Natsuki pulling me causes me to stumble, making her stumble in turn. Kimo, you got it on my face. Whose fault is that? There's a big glob of icing on Natsuki's cheek. She tries to reach it with her tongue, but it's too far. It's like that. Jeez, you know what? Take this. Natsuki instead wipes it off with her finger before shoving her finger toward my own face. You wish. I'm faster. I grab her wrist with my hand before it reaches my face. Natsuki tries to use her other hand to fight back, but I grab that one as well. Stop. Not until you apologize for calling me gross. Fine. I'm sorry for calling you gross. You know I don't mean it. Yeah, it's just fun seeing you react to it. You do that to me all the time, you know? You do? Saying dumb things just to get a reaction out of me. We do? You really shouldn't tease girls like that. Yeah, we shouldn't. Is that so? In that case, I probably shouldn't do this either. I take Natsuki's finger and put it in my mouth, licking off the icing. Bruh. Our main character here is a Chad. What the heck, dude? Did you seriously guess? Natsuki's so surprised that she can't even figure out how to get mad at me. Her face is entirely red. Seth, you really shouldn't do that kind of thing to girls unless you really like them. You know that, right? What kind of question is she asking me? Just like that. How did the mood turn to this so quickly? You grab both her hands and then you put her finger in your mouth. That's how the mood got set. Natsuki glances at me. I notice her shallow breaths. Why am I starting to feel dizzy? Out of nowhere, the fire alarm starts going off. Natsuki rushes over to the oven. Is something burning? I thought you didn't put the cupcakes in yet. No wonder. You left a dirty tray in here, dummy. How could you make a mistake like that? Should have checked before turning the oven on. Don't blame me for your mistakes. Yeah, exactly. Why would you leave a dirty tray in the oven? That's so unsanitary. Jeez. Natsuki uses an oven mitt to grab the blackened tray out of the oven. She sets it on top of the stove. In another moment, the fire alarm stops. Anyway, I'm putting them in the oven now. Yeah. The tension from the moment before still lingers over our heads, but the moment has already been lost. I watch as Natsuki slides the cupcake trays into the oven. Then I reluctantly pick up the whisk and continue with the icing like nothing ever happened. That smells good. So good. The cupcakes are ready to be pulled out of the oven. Excuse me. As Natsuki opens the oven door, a blast of sweet-smelling warm air fills the room. Look at how cute they all look. She proudly shows off the different colored cupcakes in each of the trays. They'll look even better once we add the icing. Not like you need to tell me that. I brought you decorating stuff, so I hope you can get creative. Here, scoop the icing into these bags. Natsuki hands me some plastic bags. I have these nozzles that will make it look nice and fluffy. Hi! Welcome to my stream, Phoebe. That's how I say her name, right? Or username. Just correct me if I'm wrong. This one can even make flowers. Heh. Yay. Of course, I notice everyone on my chat. Wink. Am I even winking right? No, it's just closing both my eyes. I can't wink. This character can't wink. Soon. Okay, let's continue with our game. We probably won't be using it this time though. What's this one for? I pick up one of the nozzles that has a much thinner tip than the others. Wait, the plastic bags weren't normal plastic bags. They were actually the plastic things you put the icing in, and then they have nozzles. Okay. I don't know why we call them plastic bags then. That one's really thin, so you can use it to make stripes or other patterns. But you can also use it to write stuff on a cake. Like, happy birthday or whatever. Huh, I see. That gives me an idea, actually. Well, it's a literature event, right? We could make it more literature-themed by writing a different word on each of the cupcakes. That's gonna be difficult if it's in English, but maybe in Japanese it's possible, like kanji, using kanji. But it'll still be hard, drawing, using the icing thing. It will be fun to see people choosing their cupcake based on a word they like. I was kind of expecting you to say something really stupid. What I would write on a cupcake, I would, if I had the skills, I would, put anime. Like my favorite characters, like maybe Tanya from Yojo Senki or, Serval from Kemono Friends. That's also a thing. If I was good at, I was good at it. But, with my current skills, the most I can do is emojis, like happy face. Yeah. But if it's supposed to be a word, I'm gonna write the word smile, because, happy. Dogs with hats, hey, that's a good idea too. That sounds cute. That sounds cute. I'm not sure if I've seen something like that. I've seen some cupcakes before, local bakery. They sold it with some designs. Yeah, happy cupcakes. No, that's not the name of the shop. Like, happy cupcakes, with decorations are fun. Okay, let's get back, Natsuki, but that's a really cute idea, so... Maybe I'm getting it from you. What's that supposed to mean? Total tsundere. I'm not cute. Come on. We're not at school. Nobody's judging. Exactly. Why is she still like this? Nobody else is here in the house. You can't dress and act like this and not expect me to think you're cute. Wait. She lives with her dad, right? But we don't live with anyone. Kinda weird. Well... Natsuki's voice trails off. Same with you. Huh? Did you say something? No, nothing. Let's just do the icing. Natsuki picks up the paste and fastens a nozzle onto each of the bags. Wait, so they are plastic bags. What? There's a lot to do, so we shouldn't be wasting time. Here, I'll show you how to do it. Without giving me a chance to think about before, Natsuki quickly moves on. She shows me how to apply the icing, and then we each get to work. When we're finally finished, Natsuki puts them all side by side to admire our work. Look at how pretty they are together, yay. Yeah, they are, aren't they? I wish I could have one now. Well, there's no reason you can't, right? Exactly, we're alone. I don't see any harm in that. Well, yeah, but my dad's making dinner tonight, so I really need to save my appetite. There's actually a trick if you want to eat more than, what your stomach can currently handle. It takes maybe months or weeks, I don't know. Just drink a lot of water until you can't drink water anymore. Always fill yourself with water, it helps. It can also help with the diet, I guess. But then, at a certain day, you'd realize, like, I'm still hungry despite eating this because there's still room in your stomach due to all that water that you always max fill it with water every day. It just helps. Anyway, yeah, that's how to win an eating contest 101. Drink a lot of water and then eat minimal food because food takes a while to digest. Suri's the exact opposite in that regard. If she was here, we'd probably be down 10 cupcakes already. Yeah, exactly. Suri seems like that type of person, and she would still eat dinner. Come on, that's just unhealthy. Besides, when my dad cooks, I need to eat as much of it as I can. Well, anyway, wait, her dad's kinda scary. What makes you eat the entire plate? Bruh. I was hoping we would have time for manga, but I need to be home for dinner. No, we must always have time for manga and anime. That's like breathing. Huh, already? That's a shame. It's your fault for working so slowly. You should have thought about that. It's not like you'll always have this chance. Man. Right click apparently. That's right click. As usual, Natsuki places the blame on me. Yeah, classic tsundere, right? You can bring the cupcakes tomorrow, right? If you and Sayori each carry some, then you can probably do it in one trip. Yeah, I can do that. And don't worry, I won't let her eat any. I wish she would listen to me the way she listens to you. Yeah. Awkward. I again think back to the conversation I had with Sayori earlier today. I felt so hopeless. Sayori always does listen to me, but at that point, it felt like she couldn't listen to me at all. Okay, I'm all packed up. Good work today. You too. I'll walk you out, I guess. Yes. Yes. What's the minute for? Yeah, I just started this. I have an idea of what happened since, of course, it's been here since this game was released. But I want to see, but I haven't actually went through the whole story yet. I have an idea of what happens. Yeah, is the famous scene after this, exactly after this, that famous scene? Is it after this? I'm not sure. I thought it would be earlier, but I guess not. I don't know when it happens. So I guess after this oh, okay. Here we go. I'll walk you out, I guess. Just like that, Natsuki's already about to leave. It feels like the afternoon went by in a flash. I think I'm ready. I've been readying myself since a while ago, and I thought it was gonna happen. Did I even take the opportunity to get closer to her like I wanted? Well, I guess I'll be off then. Thanks for all the help and everything. I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, Natsuki. Eh? What you said before about not always having this chance. It doesn't have to be that way at all. I had fun today. You showed me how fun baking can be, like you wanted. But aside from that, you can come over anytime and okay? I think that if possible, I'd like to spend more time like this. If you wanted to read manga or go out somewhere, do you really mean that? Natsuki looks at me tensely, like she's trying to hide her expression. Yeah, I wanted to spend more time with you. Whoa, the moves. Our main character here is smooth. Seth, I thought you only cared about getting this done. I'm sorry I had to leave so early today. I really didn't want to. I would really stay here longer if I could. I feel the same way as you, so... Natsuki suddenly gets closer to me. Wait, Natsuki. Standing inches from me, Natsuki looks up to me. At me. I feel her fingers gently clutch at the sides of my shirt as if holding on to me. Her rose-colored cheeks and matching eyes fill my vision along with her slightly parted lips. That's not parted at all, that's a line. What is happening? My head starts to go dizzy as I feel her soft breaths breathing against me. I felt it. For a while now. Natsuki suddenly jumps back. Sayori? Eh? Hi Seth. Oh no! Oh no, the drama! This is like in one of those television dramas is when they put in we call that the tense music that belongs in an action movie or something. Sayori! Just now, we weren't... It's okay, Seth. Or in anime, this will be like the classic comedy punchline part. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, you should have come a little earlier. I'm already on my way out, so... Oh, really? That's too bad. Yeah, well, I'll still see you at the festival tomorrow, so it's fine. Sayori messing it up again. No. Just don't eat any cupcakes before then. Anyway, later. Yeah, she kinda, yeah, she called, yeah, awkward moments, Sayori. Clearly flustered, Natsuki hurries off and Sayori waves goodbye. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Natsuki. Oh no, she saw that, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears starts to fall down Sayori's face. Bro, you should, our main character here should do something about this. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Seth? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? Oh no! It hurts so much. Oh no, everything hurts so much. Oh, this will be so much better if I could just disappear. Don't do it. Sorry, don't say that. It's true, Seth. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. I can't get the crying right because I'm not sad at the moment. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Monica, indeed. The meme, just Monica, right? Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Seth. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Seth, I like you so much that I want to die. Oh no! The big E decision, no! The big decision. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give to you. There's only one way to do this, right? Which should I pick? Uh, should I go with this one? Both ways go bad. Is there no third choice? Load game. There's only one thing. We're gonna go Sayori route for this one. I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. Yeah, choose the top. Okay, cool. So there's no way you could like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner. But spending time with everyone at the club, making new friends, and having fun with you every day, it helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens. As long as we continue like this every day, with you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Oh no! Oh, the scene, the CG, the art. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms tightly around me. Is this different from the original game? I haven't, played the original game. Did they improve it here in Plus? I'm not sure. Seth, is this really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let go of me again. Oh. So this art wasn't there in the original one? Ah, this is in the original. Okay, cool. Look at the cloud art to the upper right. Someone did a sonic boom up there. 2 circles and then boom. A line fell out. You'll never have to let go of me again. Okay. I love you, Seth. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a little bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. Reference one of... Oh, Sonic thingy this? Sonic... Boom or something. Yeah. Something like that. Okay. Let's go back to our game. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why wouldn't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all. Seth, it's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again. But no matter how long it takes, I'll be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Okay, I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about those things, I want everything to be the same as it always has been. Even if we really are a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. We'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Seth. Sayori gazes at me once again, smiling sadly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Wait, this is it? Oh no! Sayori, don't do it! Don't do it, Sayori! Are you saying this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. It felt like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me, but that's why I want to trust you. You know what's best for me. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I say that, but in reality, I've never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and she loves me, but I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. This is it. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more or something different. Yeah, I would just stay with Sayori. I mean, we just found out she had depression and then she's feeling all sad right now. And she's just a neighbor, bro. You can get your stuff. That's the thing. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back to the way they were. Yeah, same here. That's what I do as well. Like, first grab some of my stuff at home because you want to be comfy, as well there. Like, maybe bring a pillow or something. Extra clothes, you need that. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know that I'll give it everything I've got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Here it is. This is it, right? I should brace myself. This is it. It's the day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori isn't answering her phone. Oh no. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. This is it. I managed to carry all the cupcakes by myself. Natsuki's already texting about Storm, but I can't respond thanks to my hands being full. Not yet. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. It's being held off for 10 minutes. Oh no! I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Natsuki at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Seth, you're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared that have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. No, our main character here. No, that was the defining moment. If you went there earlier, that dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful. You should, main character, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all? You should take a little responsibility for her, Seth. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Wait. Monica pulled the thing here. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But, I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? That we're a couple now? Yeah, I've seen like the famous scenes, but I haven't really went through the entire thing, so I don't know when they happen, how they happen, and the meat of the story basically. I'm bracing myself here. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a little more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason, I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desk. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognize Natsuki's and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Percent. Get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head, get out of my head. Get out of my head, get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything that she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But the poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. This is it. What is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. I'm bracing myself here. Seth? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself. Monica calls that out after me. She's really putting on the puns here. She's really putting on the puns. Don't strain yourself. What else? Try not to take too long, okay? She's laying on all the puns. Totally a literature club, Sasuga literature club president. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. This is it! Oh, I'm bracing myself. No! The cute one is about... No! It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs and what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house, that really is something that a boyfriend will do, isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? No, no, no. But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori, no! Sayori, no! 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 An exception has occurred. Okay. It's using Renpy. The game used Renpy. I gently open the door. No! Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. The music! This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. Wait, I gently opened the door is a meme? It's cursed? What? That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. There's actually something different with Plus. I'll show you after Act 1. They did something with DDLC Plus. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her, making her feel even worse? Wait, actually, I want to check something out. Something happens after Act 1, right? I just want to see if it's still possible to do something after Act 1. This is DDLC Plus. It has like short stories. Let's just check out one of the short stories if they'll still work. Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and remained friends with her like it always has been, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best... No, you still think it's your best friend! Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I can do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. Are you sure about that? I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. Are you sure about I had only one chance. I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. John Cena face. Wait, what? Are you sure about? Yeah, are you sure about? I can load game, yo. I can still load game, man. Yeah. But I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never, 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 never. Never with 3 dots, ellipses. End. Oh, that was a bad end. Okay, I guess that ends Act 1, right? This game is not suitable for children or those who are easily disturbed. Doki Doki. Nice. Just Monica. It's a load game, right? Nice. Let's exit the DLC. Okay, what do I do? Okay, I'm waiting here. The pixel... What? Pixeled what? Yeah. Oh wait, is this different from the original one? Is it different from the original one? Isn't the original one, should it still be Sayori? Now it's, yeah, mostly Monica now. Monica with tights. That's a dead giveaway. Yeah, I know, right? Just Monica, like it's all her. Yeah, I just want to check something, okay? Let's... Yeah, we return to the desktop. This is what they did with DDLC Plus. I want to see if something's still possible. Main game. Try writing. So it's still possible. It's still possible to see them, right? We'll go through these. Are they still accessible? It's just. Oh, okay, no. We'll go through them once I finish the main story. Pictures. Hey, they're still here. They're still there. Hey, I'm still within the game. Wait, what? Error? Wait, what error? What? Achievement unlocked. Error? That doesn't make sense. It's already 12:01 a.m. Okay, so it's using the same time as my computer. That's cool. Let's check the music. Dear Sunshine. Okay, that's cool. I actually got an achievement. Error. What does that mean? When I set the desktop wallpaper to Sayori. Oh, it was supposed to not allow it, I guess? That's weird. That's weird. What if I change it to this one? Will this work? Okay, that works. Files, we have these things here. Happy Thoughts, PNG. Okay, this is how they do it. Cool. Let's turn it to Sayori in memory of Sayori. So we just put Sayori there because why not? I think it wasn't supposed to allow it, but that's fine. Settings, it's fine. Data collected 27%. Okay, let's go back to our game. Maybe turning it off and on again would work. This game is not suitable for children.
Doki Doki.
Nice. Okay, do I load game or what, settings or something? Enable content warning. No, we don't need that. Let's load game. File error. Character Sayori.char CHR. The file is missing. Starting a new game. Start a new game. Achievement unlocked. Oh no, the background music is broken. We're getting random Unicode characters here. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is my neighbor and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today. But it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this. But starting around high school, she will oversleep more and more frequently, and I will get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase me after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let catch up to me. Nice. Yeah. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Really? Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. Nice. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. Okay, cool. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. Hey, that's amazing. That's an amazing life. We should go with that. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there will be any girls in it anyway. This guy does not speak sense. There is an anime club will have a lot of people. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs, there really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them will probably be way too demanding for me to want to deal with. Just join the Go Home Club. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Yeah, Seth? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. It's been a while, right? Yeah, it has. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little What did you come in here for anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around the major clubs. Ha, deja vu. I've been in the scene before. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and publicity and how to prepare for the events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. In that case, what club did you decide to join? Actually, I'm starting a new one. A literature club. What was the literature? That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. That's obviously Natsuki. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey Seth, by any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case, is there any chance you could do me a big favor? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Seth. You know that? It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. Nice. And thus, day marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile. Wait, it was supposed to be cupcakes. We were supposed to sell our soul for cupcakes. That doesn't make sense. I dejectedly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Oh no! I'm back! And I brought a guest with me. Wait, is this a horror game? It's becoming scary. I mean, there's the random jump scares happening now. Eh? A guest? Seriously? He brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be so mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Seth. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. So let me guess, you're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes her look like a first-year student. Wait, we never got to the festival. Ugh. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual. And this is Yuri, the vice president. Oh, she's the vice president now. It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet the both of you. So I ran into Seth in a classroom, and he decided to come check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but just happened to run into him. In that case, I should at least make some tea, right? Yeah, that will be great. Why don't you come sit down, Seth? Okay, let me just drink some water here. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Wait, aren't desks tables to, anyway. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. Oh, I see what's happening. So basically, Monica's also taking Sayori's role, technically. Like what she was supposed to do, Monika's doing. Okay, I see. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monika must have worked really hard just to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So Seth, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, consider how little I've read these past few years. I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seemed so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological events usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can be so deliberate and so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination, completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I can relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. Yep, what's up? What's up, Phoebe? What? What gives you that idea? Okay, sure. Did I miss something? Am I missing something? Yeah, feel free to point something out. Am I missing something? Am I not getting something here that I'm supposed to notice? Or something that's cool that I didn't notice? Well, let's save first. Oh yeah, all our saves disappeared. Monika's the only one facing you instead of being kinda to the side. Oh yeah. We're seeing, yeah, she's literally facing us. You're right. Everyone's like has a sideways view, right? She's sideways. Her face is always sideways. Yeah, they never do. You're right. It looked like you were working on a poem called don't say it out loud and give that back. Fine, fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. Right, she is always look directly at us. Her head's not tilted like everyone else. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Hey, I just got an idea. Oh hey, now she's in a sideways look. I guess this is her normal thing, right? Now she's sideways with her skirt fluttering. Yeah, I guess that's her normal thing. That's her normal thing, I guess. How about this? Huh? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. The next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for all of us to participate in together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of vice president after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Seth? Hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I will join this club. Yeah, we were here for the cupcakes. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I'll lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought. The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Seth. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. There's only 3 of them. We need 4. I just said that. And I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one before the festival, I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I would feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation. And besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls, our man here, main character, is amazing. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. Nice. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Seth? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I would be super pissed. Seth, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Seth, I look forward to seeing how you can express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. This guy. Alright, I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. Fortune goes to those who wait and sleep. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Here we go. Poem time! You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Can you hear me? What's with that laugh? That was creepy. Let's save. That was creepy. That laugh was creepy. Let's try to go for Natsuki this time. Doki Doki. Yeah. Friends. Nice. Vanilla. She likes ice cream. Raindrops. No! Let's load game. I just wanna try to see what happens if we get full Natsuki here. Treasure. Happiness. Party. Rainbow. Giggle. Bunny. It's kinda easy to think of what Natsuki is thinking. Boop. Fluffy. Cute. Fireworks. Sugar. Play. Puppy. Strawberry. Chocolate. Joy. No! I want to see what happens if we get a full Natsuki here, okay? Smile. I kind of understand now. Childhood. Bunny. Collar. Bouncy. Kawaii. Bed, of course. It's like I can think of what Natsuki's thinking more. Sweet. Lollipop. Love. Party. Giggle. Candy. Vanilla. Puppy. Sugar. Pink. Fluffy. Sing. Yeah! That's a full Natsuki special right there, guys. That was a Natsuki poem right there. Full Natsuki poem. Hi again, Seth. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least keep my word. While I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. So nothing happens. Well, no, something did happen. Okay, that's what happens when you finish a poem, perfect poem. Thanks for keeping your promise, Seth. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh no! Oh come on, like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged here by Monica. I don't know if you plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take it seriously, then you won't see the end of it. No, I have a big keeps her manga collection in the room. Monica, can you, Monica? Can you move? Can you move? I'll save this. Okay, what's the history there? We can find out. No, Natsuki's, okay. Mom. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Seth. Wait, something feels wrong about the room. I don't know. Well, make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have an interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that if you ask. Oh, wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. No, it's not that, Yuri. Hello, welcome to my stream. Just anon? Human? Yes, welcome human. Non-human. Yes. Let's go back here again. Oh no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try to be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Yeah, something's going wrong with the background. Is it getting bigger? We're zooming in, right? Are you sure? I just felt like... Well, as vice president and all... Yeah, we're zooming in. That I should help you get started on something you like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. Which ending are you going for? I'm just going for anything. I don't know how this game will end. Because, yeah, I know some spoilers because, of course, this game's pretty old, right? But I haven't really played the old game through and through. In fact, I didn't even play the old game. I just know the memes, like, you know, the Just Monica memes. The famous scene that apparently ends with Act 1. Yeah, that one. The one with Sayori that we just passed through. That was very a climactic event. So yeah, we're going for anything here. Yup. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. Yeah, we are still zooming in, what the heck? It's not stopping. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? Yeah, that's kinda cute. She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. We're still zooming in. She's not cropped. Yeah. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Okay, now it's back to normal. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Bad word, Monica. That didn't appear in the history. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. Excuse me. What's the point in keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. We did? Did we? We didn't. This time we didn't. Yeah, we didn't talk about manga this time. We did talk about anime in the first, you know, before the thing happened, but we didn't this time. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Let me just clean up my chat a bit. There you go. Cleaned up. Excuse me. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga, and I need to drink water, and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? Yeah, we've seen this. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. We've heard about it the first time. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can go through it. You can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was on the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Seth. Consider this a lesson from... What? Don't judge it. Wait, I didn't click anything there. I just went straight here. It also doesn't show here. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire, striking animated feminine poses. Whee! It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. You can't read at the same time like that. What's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her, peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? Cute. It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, you still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other losers over time. No, the main character don't be like that. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. But my dad will beat the shit if he found this. Oh, okay, I see. Her through thoughts. At least it's safe here in the classroom. Then appeared. Except Monica's kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. But I should probably go with a weird, different voice when that happens. Well, it's not like it solves any of my problems. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right? Her eyes moved. I like how she looked that way. So? Jeez, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Time passes. Natsuki is strangely quiet now. I glance over at her. Oh, she's asleep. It looks like she started to fall asleep. Hey, Natsuki. Yeah? Suddenly, Natsuki collapses straight into me. Hey. Oh my gosh! Oh geez. Natsuki, are you okay? Here. Monica reaches into her bag and pulls out some kind of protein bar. Even the history, that's what it shows. She throws it in Natsuki's direction. Natsuki's eyes suddenly light up again. She snatches the bar from the floor and immediately tears off the wrapper. I told you not to give... She doesn't even finish her sentence before stuffing it into her mouth. Yep, enchantment table. Enchantments. Don't worry, Seth. She's fine. It just happens every now and then. Wait, that happens normally now? Yep, exactly. That's not Suki now. That's why I always keep a snack in my bag for her. Anyway, why don't we all share poems now? Who should I show my poem to first? We should show it to Monica to see what happens since the whole poem is for Natsuki. I should start with Monica. Yesterday, she seemed eager to read my poem, and I want her to know I'm putting in effort. Hi, Seth. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. I understand this feeling. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Seth. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Seth. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh geez. No. It makes me think of something Natsuki would write. Nice. And she's a good writer too. So take that as a compliment. If you say so. Yup. If you're interested in Natsuki, then always keep a snack on you. She'll cling to you like a puppy. Natsuki's dad doesn't give her lunch money or leave her any food in the house, so she's in a fussy mood pretty often. Whoa, she's giving too much info this time. But sometimes she just loses all of her strength and shuts down. Like earlier. This is just a guess, but I think... So she starts speaking in tongues when she's hungry. Okay. This is just a guess, but I think she's so small because her malnutrition is interfering with her adolescent growth. But hey, some guys are into petite girls too, you know? Sorry, just trying to look at the bright side. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's cause I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. Isn't this the same thing? But he wasn't looking at... hole in the wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glanced at my surroundings. No, this is different. This is different from the first one. But my burned eyes can no longer see color. Are there others in this room? Are they talking? Or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears? The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. That's the same thing we said. The first one. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Yeah, she's saying different things now. It's been influencing my poems a bit. She didn't say that last time. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I wonder what her writing tip of the day would be. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, excuse me. Let me just drink some water there. That feels better. Yeah, water. Very important when you're with a word-heavy game like this. She's actually gonna give us a tip right here. Here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Yup. That's correct. You gotta stay hydrated. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. This actually happened to me back in elementary, in one of those cheap ball pens. I just had it in one spot and then it exploded. It was sad. But it happened. It does happen. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Who should I show my poem to next? Now let's show it to the person we're after the poem is for. Okay, well, let's start with things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki reads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said, well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, huh, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. She said the same thing too back then. And you went and ruined it. If you're happy, I hope you're happy. So in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught up in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. It's the same one. Eagles can fly. It's the same thing. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Eagles can fly. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then it made it fall flat. But then made it fall flat on purpose. Oh, okay. I remember this one. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Yeah, you shouldn't. Who should I show my poem to next? Show it to Yuri? Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes. More than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh! Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. this is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. When you get just Monica, delete her. Don't worry. I want to see. I sort of got that from the when I saw the old game. Of course, I've sort of seen like the milestones. So I know what to do, but I just want to see what happens. This is the DLC plus. So let's just see what happens if we have to go through that. We'll cross that bridge once we get there. I don't know when it will happen, but it will eventually. I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No. Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry, it's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Okay, will it be the same poem? Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. Yeah, that's kind of cute face if you think about it, right? After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. Yeah, it's the same. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing, it must be this one. The last for me. I like how I didn't read Natsuki's poem a while ago. The eagles can fly. But this one, these long ones we are. Last remaining streetlight have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing, ever-present. Yeah, still the same. The light flickers, I flicker back. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. No, that's actually pretty beautiful. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. It's a long poem. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems. I can see that. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Seth. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. No, we've read it twice at this point. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps, the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember, that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Nice. Whew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Wait, the sound is kind of different. The background is kind of different. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. Wait, what? Eagles can fly is about giving up? How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? I think this is the same thing they said earlier in the first act. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Ooh. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Seth did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Seth liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Seth appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice? Oh no, how will this work since we don't have the tiebreaker? Sayori, will Monica take over? I don't know. Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I will deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose chests magically, whose boobs magically grew a size bigger. Chest. I think I should use the word chest, right? Grew a size bigger as soon as Seth started showing up. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little... Just drank water again. I'm out of water. This doesn't involve you taking out your own insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. What? Wait, what? Me? Look who's talking, you wanna be edgy. Oh no, they're starting to say bad words. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for some of your mental age to comprehend. See? The sound is also different. Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. If you think you can counterbalance your toxic personality just by dressing and acting cute, the only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Be careful, or you might cut yourself on that edge. Yeah, because no one's here to balance them out. There's no one here to balance them out. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the F is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on. Let's hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing there. Seth, she's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh no. I can't save. Who do I pick? Let's go with Natsuki anyway. I mean, we made that poem for her, right? So, yeah, we're gonna go with that. Excuse me. It's so broken. Oh, we're zooming in. We're zooming in. It's their faces now. Oh, it's Kikiri. I like how she just superimposes her face. It's cool. Okay, wait, how do we get out of this? Oh, there. Hey, Seth. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? Okay. Yeah, because there's no one to stop them, right? Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Hahaha. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a little more assertive sometimes. I think she's went beyond assertive at this point. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with others, then that's fine. I'd be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She's crying. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk, with her palms on her head. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki, or did. Seth, please don't hate me. Okay, sure. Please. Okay. I'm not like this. Yeah, something's happened, obviously. Because there's no one to balance their characters. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting is over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm the vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Seth. It will just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really... Monica doesn't have... Monica was left with no choice there. She did something again. Let's save here. Okay. That's interesting. Let's get this poem done. Let's aim for... Let's aim for Natsuki again. No, let's aim for her now. I think she'll like Inferno. What's this? I broke the game! I broke the game! I broke the game! I broke the game! I broke the game. Let's see. I think she'll like the word something despise. We broke it. Uncontrollable. We broke the game! Incongruent. Tenacious. Something incapable. Something unrequited. Like the very hard to say words. Disoriented. Heaven sent. Infallible. Unrestrained. Function. What the heck was that? What the heck was that? Analysis, entropy, extraordinary games, poof, covet, I think Starscape, this one, depression, what else? Determination. Did we get it? That was weird. That was weird. Very weird. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. Okay, that was right. Yeah. I'm gonna take a break here. I'll be probably be streaming this again next Saturday as scheduled. Let me just save. We got through that one. That was getting weird, like how Monica's just superimposed her stuff here. That's interesting. So thank you everyone for watching. I'll see you guys again later. I'll be streaming Cosmic Break 10 p.m. my time, GMT plus 8 time. So that's around 21 hours or something, around that time. Yeah. So thank you all for watching.